Welcome to Sermon Shots. Today I'm going to show you how to build a clip. First thing you're going to want to do is bring in your video, and you can upload your video in many ways. You can set Sermon Shots as an endpoint for a live stream. So anytime you go live, your content automatically streams into your account. You can also provide us with various links: YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, Dropbox, Google Drive. And lastly, you can just drag and drop a file from your computer. No matter which one of those you choose, you'll end up with your content down below. And then you can click on any of your videos to work with, and it's going to open a bunch of options. Very first one's going to be the clips. To create a new clip, you click on the plus mark, and that's going to launch you into step 1 of 3. Step 1 is where all of the art lives. What do you want your TikTok or your reel to look like when you're done? We have over 1,000 of these templates, and we add new ones frequently. This library can be filtered. I typically start with the format I'm going to post in and then head into the tags list because these are actually design elements. So if you want something perhaps that is very plain, you can click into that as a filter and you'll see templates that only have maybe a logo and captioning. If you want to have lots of graphics, you can try out the heavy graphics tab. You'll see lots of movement and lots of color. If you do find a template you like, click the star on it to add it to your favorites, because this favorites toggle will reduce the library down to only those templates you have saved off. Once you've picked one, you click on it and move into step 2. Step 2 is where your transcription lives. Every word of the video that you upload is transcribed, and then we show it back to you in this middle panel, and you can interact with that. You can make changes to any of your words. They'll automatically save. Things like adding quotation marks around scripture are possible. They're also drag and drop, so if you need to split them differently, you can. Then there's a couple different ways to build your clip. First thing here on the left are AI suggested clips. This is something that Sermon Shots automatically provides. Depending on the length of the video you upload, you'll see anywhere between 5 to 15 of these suggested clips. If you click on any of them, we automatically select for you all the corresponding captions from the transcript. But you're going to keep control. So if you want to take sentences out of our suggestion or you want to end the thought differently, you can still do that. You can also build manually, and you can do that a couple of different ways. You could build from a timestamp. Just scroll on the video to the minute and second you want, and the transcript will meet you wherever you stop. Or you can search for any word, and we'll let you know how many times that word was found, and then we jump in the transcript to the first result, as well as in the video to the corresponding timestamp. Then you're the one to use the addition signs to add the boxes of text that you want to your build. We do check your duration at the bottom so that you don't exceed a community's attention span, or if you have a platform you're building for that has a limitation. As a reminder, your build doesn't have to be concurrent. So if there is content you want to skip and then add others, Sermon Shots does splice it for you. This is really helpful when you're building summaries or there's something you need to exclude. And then clear selections just sets everything in the transcript back so you can choose again. I'll go ahead and grab this suggested clip, and then I will move us into step 3. Step 3 is the final step. Initially, you're going to get a low resolution version of your preview, and you can start to make edits right away. So if you want to, you can click play at the bottom and see what you've got so far.
Come and see who I am, she says. Come and see the Father I know.
And then there's lots and lots of changes you can make to this if you want to. You can choose a new template. Step 1 will relaunch. As many times as you click on one of these looks, it'll swap over live. You can change out the colors, and your branding colors will be down here because they're being referenced from the brand kit in your account. You can use the color picker or the hex codes. All of the templates have associated default fonts, but your branding fonts will be at the top. You can always add more. And we've got all of Microsoft and Google loaded in here as well. None of the templates are watermarked. You aren't going to see Sermon Shots branding or our logos or any of those sorts of things. Your logo will automatically display on all your videos. You can toggle it off if you don't want it, or if you click on the art that's showing, it'll prompt you for a new file, and you can move different PNGs and JPEGs in and out. You can add music, either uploading your own, or Sermon Shots also provides a large library of copyright-free music. Either way, you get a volume slider, so you can let us know how much music you want on your account or on your clip. We've also got camera crew built in. This is facial tracking. So if you have a speaker who likes to move a lot while they're teaching, that will lock onto your speaker and keep them centered so that you don't ever end up with an empty template and a voice somewhere off the screen. Previews are also built in so that you can see how much of your design a particular platform's tooltips might cover up. And if you do need to move something, everything is drag and drop. You'll also have layers and transparencies and whether or not you want it on or off. By default, Sermon Chat's clips end in a slow fade to black. If you don't care for that, you can turn it off and your clip will hard cut wherever you stop captioning. And if you have built a sermon series graphic, or you have an additional logo, or maybe an entire template design that you want to apply, you can upload any of those images into your account and insert them into your design so that you aren't only using what we're providing. There's all the standard formatting options for your captions, including animations, or you can turn them off entirely if you don't need them. You can add extra text elements if you need to, and you'll get a huge tooltip bar so that you can make all the standard formatting changes to that. When you are all set, the download has two options. You can get an HD version or an SD version. Both of these are MP4s. It's just a matter of how much file you need for your particular application. Once you have that file, if you need the exact same moment in a different look, maybe for some A/B testing or a different format for another platform, you can still quick load all of your edits and you can download a second version of your MP4 without doing the work twice. Hope this helps. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.